Hi, Pep. I think 2 years ago, in the last 16, you played Sporting here and beat them 5-0. I'm guessing you don't expect it to be as easy or as sort of, easy as that was, or what sort of challenge are you looking at?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. I never think before the game we're going to win 4 or 5. Never. So it's a different game. There was a knockout stage. It's a different statement, and our momentum for the lack of many players completely different that was in that time.
May I just ask, you've lost your last 2 games. Is that just what can happen in an up and down season, or you've got deeper concerns?
It's different competition. We lost 1 game. And yeah, we have to come back to winning games, of course, but we are in early November, so many things is going to happen.
Pep, sorry, down there. I mean, we've been talking about Ruben Amorim for a while. What do you see in this Sporting team as an opponent who has to deal with it tomorrow and come up with a way to win? What is the main strengths of this team?
Well, play quite similar like we faced 2 seasons ago. The pattern is so clear. I think they use the ball possession from back a little bit more than before. Before they have a striker 2 years ago, a Palinha, that was most linked to him. Now Gyökeres is quite similar, linked, but his movements in behind are so dangerous. The pace and the control, and a good link inside, a good switch of plays, a good movements in behind for the people in front. It's quite similar patterns that the page 2 seasons change the players, but with the same manager, have the same mentality, and winning the Portuguese league after 20 years ago, and last season Duke again. That means how good his job has done here.
Martin.
Yeah, hi Pep. There was some footage earlier from the training session of Erling Haaland sort of rolling on the floor. He's okay? Is he?
He's fine.
No problem. Is he sort of fit to play?
We have to occupy the news. 24 hours the news. You have to make all the news as possible. So that's the reason why.
Does he need a break anytime soon? Is he okay playing sort of every game?
I don't think so. Maybe international games can rest.
Jack.
Hi Pep, you said about the momentum of the players at the moment. How many of the squad that you've got here do you think are fully fit?
Yeah, most of them. Manu and Nathan are still with problems. Kevin is getting better. He's adding sessions without less pain, so we feel that he feels more comfortable. That is a good news, excellent news for him and for all of us. And Kyle as well, problems with his knee since he was with the national team. The rest, Doku always had a little bit problems in his muscular issues. Savinho's getting better with his ankle. The rest are fine.
You said obviously we're in early November and bad results tend to happen in October, November with City. Is it important to sort of remember what you've done in the past?
Yeah, Jack, I know our standards, right? I know our standards. So, yes, we lost 1 game in the Premier League. Maybe we're going to lose against Brighton and against next Tottenham and Liverpool and all the games, yeah? But you lost 1 game. We are 2 points behind Liverpool. It's a top-class team. We've done quite decent in the Champions League. I would say really good, because the game against Inter, we play really good. So I understand. So I know the people, you expect to win 38 games for 5-0 every game and win the treble every season, because this is our standards. But this is not happen. It didn't happen in the beginning of the season. That will not happen. And the reason why it's more difficult, because we have a lot of absence, because during the season, sometimes there are seasons that sometimes happen. That to win the treble, you have to be, everything has to be in the same page. No injuries, good momentum, drop points in the opponent at the right moments. And this is not possible this season, because Oscar was the most important player in pre-season, was injured, and we miss him a lot. Jack is not, again, still fit, some problems, and you know the situation for Rodri, the best player in the world, or nominated the best player, is not here for the rest of the season. When that's happened, we know that we are going to struggle. And that is the point, is be able to accept that we are going to struggle, and it's fine. So it's really fine. So it will be every game more difficult than we had in the previous seasons, that everything was smooth, there wasn't problems. So the teams is not a situation that always is the same. So there is up and downs, for depends of personal reasons, for the injuries, because we won a lot, because we won 6 Premier Leagues in 7 years, and the situations change. And this is a reality. As much we accept that, and the middle class for the Premier League rise unbelievably. So the top class teams always was there. United, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, last years at Newcastle, Tottenham, you know these teams. But after you see Fulham, you see Brentford, you see Bournemouth, you see, I would say most of the teams, look how suffer against Wolves and Southampton. So now the teams like was in the 8, 10, 11 until they are really good, strong teams. So that's why every team is more difficult, and you have to accept that they will be difficult. But this is the challenge. This is maintain there, being there like we are, and at the end we'll see if we are able to arrive in the last month, like every season, stages with the chances to fight for the title. This is the reason. And the players know it, because the players felt it in the last month, 2 months, the quality of the teams. That's why I'm really impressed and really happy that we are still there and how we compete. Bournemouth deserves to win by far. We're better, yes. In that day, the 3-5, Bournemouth was a better team, deserves to win. That doesn't mean we are bad, we are a bad team, we are poor, we are not going to win the titles or fight for the titles. That doesn't mean. So the teams, when you lose sometimes, it's because the opponents can be better. Why don't accept it? Not tomorrow, you have to improve for the last game, getting better, and hopefully it's going to happen.
Hi Pep. Edison's been very good this season, but you've used Stefan Ortega a few times in the Champions League. Is he going to play tomorrow?
Yeah.
And how difficult is it having 2 goalkeepers that want to play every week and are this good?
That's really good. So we need in a lot of positions double, triple players, because the season is so long, many games, and we need it. But listen, Stefan against Spurs, he make incredible save. When they played the 2 games in the Champions League, played really good. But we have to admit, so in the games like we were 1-0 down, Eddie make a 2 or 3 saves to avoid the 2-0 and help us to, come back and win that games.
Go to Gary in the middle, please. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Hello, Pep. Sorry to go off topic a little bit. There's some big news from the Premier League today. Edu is stepping down. Obviously, he's played an important role in turning Arsenal into a title contender. Is that a setback for Arsenal and a boost for their rivals?
I don't know. I don't know how they work. I know I think he did an incredible job, but it's a question for Mikel when he's in the press conference. I don't know. I can ask you Vanchiki. I can ask you Hugo Viana, because it's my club. But Arsenal, I don't know. I'm not there.
And today, Amorim said that since that 5-0, you've improved as a coach, and he's improved as a coach, but you're still ahead of him. Do you think that's right?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I agree with him that he's an excellent manager and improve a lot. So, but that's happened when you are a lot of times with the same club, same team, when the direction of sport directors go in the same page. And I had the feeling from outside that Obiana with Ruben they were really close, and they make a really good decision. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm better manager now than when I started 40 years ago. just for the experience. You live a lot of experience, good and ones, and you learn for that. You learn from the players, you learn from many things. So it's not the issue. Here at the end, I never pretend to be better than the other one, never pretend to be more success than the other one. What I pretend is to my team and the game we're going to play better than the opponent and deserve to win the game. You know, this is only my target, and at the end is a consequence for these kind of things.
Questions in Portuguese, please.
On Hugo Viana, obviously he's done a very good job here, but he's got big shoes to step into at City. What do you think about the job he's done here? And
no, I'm looking forward to speak with him for this season, but I think he's in touch with Ferran Soriano, CEO, with Chiqui a lot, and hopefully maybe in the next month or weeks we'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Pepe em português, Bruno Fernandes para o jornal Record. Queria perguntar-lhe primeiro, Ruben Amorim disse hoje que se inspira muito em partes da sua ideia de jogo. Eu queria perguntar-lhe o que é que mais teme neste Sporting de Ruben Amorim, se um jogador em particular como Gyökeres, se uma ideia global, e queria também perguntar-lhe o que é que o Manchester City viu em Hugo Viana para substituir um homem da sua confiança como é o Chiqui. Obrigado.
Respondo lo siento, no falo português. Acredito algumas palavras, but no falo português. Espanhol o inglés? Español, ¿es ok? Respecto a la segunda pregunta, yo creo que Chiqui, yo creo que Ferran le preguntó a Chiqui las opciones de posibles sustitutos y creo que Hugo fue su primera opción. Teníamos también el club otras alternativas y es una decisión del club. Créeme que yo he intervenido en cero porque no conozco a directores deportivos. Evidentemente Gyökeres es un jugador muy importante para ellos, pero llevan mucho tiempo con Ruben Amorim, mucho tiempo, y se nota los patrones, la forma de jugar, la alegría, el convencimiento de todo lo que hacen, lo hacen. No hay nada mejor para un entrenador que tener un equipo que hace convencido lo que el entrenador quiere que su equipo haga. Es lo más importante. Si no hubieran ganado. Se han destronado el binomio de tantos años, Oporto-Benfica aquí, tantos años, y ha metido Sporting de Lisboa en otro nivel. Y cuando esto pasa es porque has hecho las cosas muy bien. Tanto en Portugal como, evidentemente, los pasos que está dando en Europa.
Time for two more, please.
Olá, Nuno Luz da SIC. Posso perguntar en castellano? Le preguntaba el siguiente: cuando juegas contra el City siempre temes el City porque es uno de los mejores equipos del mundo, pero ¿cómo miras este partido cuando tienes por delante un equipo que quiere jugar el partido ojos en ojos, sabiendo que perdió 5-0 el último partido contra vosotros, y un equipo que tiene que los jugadores quieren mucho a su entrenador y quieren dejar una imagen buena el último partido en casa?
Bueno, el último partido no perdieron 0-5, no ganamos 5-0, el último partido fue 0-0. Okay. Por tanto, las lecciones se aprenden. No espero otra cosa. Cuando un equipo ha ganado campeonatos, no gana siendo, digamos, adaptándose mucho al oponente. Estoy convencido que mañana harán el juego como lo sienten. Dependerá de nosotros si somos bienes, van a defender más. Si ellos lo hacen bien, defenderemos más. Y creo que los dos trataremos de que uno defienda más que el otro, y espero que sea un buen partido. Lo planteo en que ganar el partido, en la oportunidad de que si mañana somos capaces de hacer un buen resultado, nos acercaremos mucho a acabar entre los 8 primeros, que es el objetivo primordial que tenemos en esta fase de grupos.
Last one here, please.
Pedro Neves de Sousa, boa noite, CMTV. Eu pergunto-se o que é que pode fazer o Ruben Amorim na Premier League e também se gostava de ter na sua equipa um jogador como o Victor Gyökeres.
we have a Erling Haaland, el mejor delantero del mundo. Y la pregunta, no lo sé, le deseo lo mejor, de verdad. Yo a mis colegas les deseo que le vayan bien. Pero, pues no lo sé. No tengo ni idea. Si me preguntas a mí si nosotros seremos campeones este año, tampoco te lo voy a responder porque no lo sé. Pregúntame mañana si vamos a ganar. Pregúntame. No lo sé. Es así. Soy bueno, pero no tanto para adivinar el futuro.
Thank you, everyone.
Chao, chao.
Yeah, Martin.
Hi, Bernardo. 2.5 years ago, you played here and won 5-0. You scored 2 goals, of course. What are your memories of that night, and could you possibly repeat that tomorrow night?
Well, hopefully. I don't usually score braces very often, so that would be nice. But yeah, good memories because we qualified. We played them in the last 16 a few years ago, and it was a good game here for us, especially. But different teams. Both teams have changed a lot of players, even though the managers are the same. I believe Sporting is stronger now, in my opinion, because I follow them quite often. And because of the moment, because of the injuries that we have, even though it's no excuse for me, it's going to be for sure a tough game.
Hi, Bernardo. We saw the video you posted last week with Ruben Dias at the Ballon d'Or, and you were joking, obviously, that he's the 30th in the list. But obviously, to be in the top 30 as a defender is exceptional. I was just wondering if you could explain what it's like to play with him, the way that he is, the way that he likes to talk, the way that he likes to be a leader. What impact does that have in the dressing room?
Yeah, that video was from 1 year ago. He's my best friend in the team. Is someone that I get along really well, and even though is a bit younger than me, we still shared some moments at Benfica when we were there. And he's a leader, as you said. I think that's the word that best defines him. Is a leader. He's a bit intense in the way that he works. Sometimes a bit too much for me, but that shows his passion for the game. I'm not going to talk about his qualities as a defender because focused, always connected to the game, body language, everything that you expect a proper defender to have. He's got everything. So apart from that, the importance that he's got on the dressing room is massive because of him being so loud, as I was saying. And yeah, we miss him.
And in terms of on the pitch at the moment, you've obviously got a lot of injuries, but you've been fit. Pep spoke recently about the Fulham game and how the energy maybe wasn't there, but recently he's been happy with the effort and the fight to try and win the ball back as quickly as possible. But even so, you have been struggling with the duels and maybe some counter-attacks anyway. Mm-hmm. What has been the issue there over the last few weeks, do you think?
Well, I think we were in a good moment. Personally, I do believe that we were in a very good moment, even though we were winning by small margins. I believe that apart from 1 or 2 games, the team was playing well, was being consistent. It's not easy to attack 11 players inside the box. That most teams, that's the way they play against us right now. And the last 2 games were 2 completely different games. Tottenham, obviously a different competition. The manager tried different things with a lot of rotations, and we accept that defeat. Obviously, we don't choose competitions, but we accept that defeat. Bournemouth, much more frustrating for me, at least personally, because it's a competition that right now it's our main competition, the one that we always focus more in the beginning of the season. And they were just better than us. That's what's most frustrating about. They just put more intensity in the game. They won all the duels. They put more determination. They were better in all the departments. So that's the way that we have to deal with it. And yeah, then it comes. It's very individual. Each one of us individually, we have to take a look at it at ourselves and be ready for the games. Try to the injured players try to come back as possible, because with the full squad we're stronger. But that's no excuse, because with the players that we have in our squad, we should do much better than we did in our last game, and perform better individually in every action. Be ready for the games, and start winning again, because this club, the standards that we set over the last few years, demand that we start winning again and again and again.
Sorry. Bernardo, sorry, down yeah. Here. In a few weeks, you'll be facing the Sporting coach in a Manchester derby. Given your background, what is your assessment of the job that he has done at Sporting? Because he seems to have changed their fortunes quite a lot.
Well, massive. As you said, before he arrived, Sporting came from a period of almost 20 years without winning the league, and since he's been there, not only him but the president and the sporting director, it looks like they all went in the same direction. And when that happens, when people are competent and have the same idea, they go on the same way, the chances of doing well a job are much higher. And then as a manager, tactically, you can see that he's really good. You can see the way he prepares his teams. That Sporting was always it was never this. It was always going upwards and upwards, better and better after each season. And they're a big machine right now, to be honest. I only have compliments because they've been flying in the Portuguese league, and it's going to be very tough to beat them tomorrow, the way they've been playing. In terms of him going to Man United, well, I don't wish him very well, as you can imagine, because he's going to be my rival. But he deserves what he got. He deserves to be in one of the best clubs in the world right now, because the work that he did in the last years has been unbelievable. Yeah.
Simon?
Bernardo, that game a few years ago, I think you and a few of the other City players got booed for your Benfica connections. Do you still enjoy coming to this stadium and seeing the rivalry?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I played 12 years at Benfica in the academy, and I'm a big fan of that side of Lisbon. But it's going to be definitely special for me because my mom, for example, she's a Sporting fan. Some of my best friends. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one tomorrow for me. Hopefully I can be on the winning side.
And just on injuries, you've said it's no excuse, the injury situation, but what is it like for you as players when, 1 week John and Ruben aren't there, the week before Savinho's getting stretchered off? It must be kind of difficult.
Well, yeah, as I said before, with the full squad we're always stronger. There's no denying that, and we have a lot of unbelievable players missing. We couldn't count on Kevin De Bruyne, for example, for the last month and a half, and everyone knows how important he is for us. Rodri now is out for the season, and many other players that have been out for longer or maybe shorter. But also, as I said before, I don't like to find excuses, because this club was never about that. Kevin was injured 5 years ago for like 6 or 7 months, and we managed to win the league and to do a top season. A lot of other players were injured for a long time in the past, and we always managed our way. So yeah, perform well individually and do your work and be there to help the team.
Take some questions in Portuguese, please, at the back.
Olá, boa noite, Bernardo. Nuno Mendes para o Jornal O Jogo. Sei que estamos aqui no estádio de Alvalade, mas o Bernardo jogou do outro lado da segunda circular no Benfica. Fala-se sempre muito se o Bernardo um dia vai regressar ou não ao Benfica para fazer mais jogos na equipa principal. Pergunto-lhe muito diretamente se pode prometer aos adeptos do Benfica que um dia vai regressar. E pergunto-lhe também já agora o que é que está a achar da época do Benfica, que já mudou de treinador, do Roger Schmidt para o Bruno Lage. Obrigado.
Joguei 12 anos no Benfica. Eu acho que até os próprios adeptos do Benfica já estão cansados dessa pergunta, dessa resposta. Amanhã tenho um jogo importante contra o Sporting, peço-lhe desculpa, mas sinceramente nem me apetece responder a essa pergunta, porque já foi respondida várias vezes e estou focado. Sou jogador do Manchester City neste momento e tenho um jogo amanhã contra o Sporting, e isso para mim é o mais importante.
Just here, please.
Boa noite, Ruben. Adério de Esteves, Jornal A Bola. Jogou com o Rubén Amorim no Benfica, ainda o apanhou durante uma época. Pergunto se quando falavam, o Bernardo era muito novo, se ele dava algumas ideias sobre como fazer uma boa adaptação ao lateral, e mais a sério, se pela forma dele ser tão descontraída, se imaginava que ele seria um treinador, e um treinador de topo que está agora a caminho do Manchester United.
Bom, sim, é verdade que partilhámos alguns momentos, ainda que eu não tenha passado muito tempo na equipa principal do Benfica, íamos várias vezes treinar com a primeira equipa e portanto partilhámos esses momentos ainda no Seixal. Quanto a imaginar se seria treinador ou se não seria, não era uma coisa com que eu estivesse muito preocupado na altura, portanto nunca pensei muito nisso. O Ruben, pelo seu perfil de jogador, sempre deu para perceber que tinha um entendimento bom do jogo, porque um jogador que joga em várias posições é porque entende futebol e não entende só uma posição, o que é que tem de fazer naquela questão específica. Ele entendia aquilo que os seus companheiros precisavam e por isso é que conseguia jogar. Eu lembro-me dele no Benfica jogar a médio defensivo, ou a 8, ou a 10, ou mesmo a lateral direito, e portanto o treinador que faz todas estas posições, um jogador que faz todas estas posições é porque percebe o jogo. Quanto ao seu trabalho como treinador, eu acho que é os números, os resultados estão à vista, não há muito a dizer. Quando chegou ao Sporting, o Sporting não era campeão há quase 20 anos e ele mudou completamente, não só ele obviamente, mas muito também ele mudou completamente o paradigma do Sporting, em que hoje em dia é, na minha opinião, a melhor equipa de Portugal a jogar futebol de longe e portanto merece o sucesso que tem tido, merece também dar o salto para o United neste caso. E não lhe desejo o melhor porque vai ser meu rival, mas fico feliz que tenhamos mais um português a representar-nos a um nível tão alto no melhor campeonato do mundo.
Olá Bernardo, boa noite, Gonçalo Ventura para a RTP. Duas questões, uma, até porque vimos aqui nas perguntas que lhe foram feitas, se sente que este jogo é muito mais que um jogo entre o Sporting e Manchester City, porque há aqui também a dimensão do Manchester United por causa do Amorim, do Viana que vai para o City, e ainda do Bernardo que é adepto aqui, toda a gente sabe que é adepto do Benfica. Isto é muito mais que um jogo entre Sporting e City. E a outra pergunta tem a ver com o melhor marcador do campeonato português e do Sporting, 20 golos, se o Pep já lhe chamou a atenção a vocês para um dos avançados que está em melhor forma na Europa, parece-me. Obrigado.
Ok. A sua primeira pergunta, eu acho que isso são mais pequenas distrações para vocês comentarem. Eu não acredito que o Sporting esteja muito preocupado com isso. Nós posso garantir-vos que não estamos. Quando o Ruben Amorim for treinador do United e quando jogarmos especificamente contra o United, preocuparemos com eles nessa semana. Estamos muito focados em conseguir os 3 pontos e só neste jogo amanhã e muito pouco nessas outras coisas, porque queremos o mais rápido possível estar numa posição segura de nos qualificarmos nos 8 primeiros lugares, até porque sabemos que hoje em dia, com o calendário tão apertado, termos mais 2 jogos para além da pressão de podermos ficar fora da competição não nos dá jeito nenhum com o calendário apertado que temos, e portanto estamos pura e simplesmente focados só na questão individual da manhã de ganhar o jogo, e tudo o resto é um bocadinho mais externo ao jogo em si. A sua segunda pergunta foi o Gyökeres, exatamente. É assim, é complicado. Os grandes jogadores, quando estão a um nível alto, não é fácil pará-los. Espero que os nossos defesas, depois também principalmente do último jogo, que vá um bocadinho ao seu orgulho e que encarem este jogo como uma nova oportunidade de dar a volta e de tentar corresponder da melhor forma a um atacante que ao dia de hoje é talvez um dos melhores da Europa e que está com uma confiança a um nível altíssimo, calculo eu, com o número de golos que tem marcado. E estamos muito conscientes de todos os pontos fortes do Sporting, sabendo que o Vítor Gyökeres ao dia de hoje é um dos principais, sem dúvida.
Boa noite, Pedro Neves de Sousa, CMTV. Eu pergunto se considera que neste momento Ruben Amorim já é um dos melhores treinadores do mundo, na sua opinião, e depois também se durante esta semana Pep Guardiola falou ao plantel sobre que cuidados é que a equipa vai ter de ter com o Vítor Gyökeres.
Bom, contra o Ruben, mais uma vez, um dos melhores treinadores do mundo. Não sei, é difícil dizer isto porque meter um treinador tão jovem ao nível do meu treinador, de um Ancelotti, de um Klopp, dos treinadores que têm andado consistentemente e durante muitos anos ao mais alto nível é difícil. Eu acho que, seja com jogadores ou com treinadores, para seres considerado um dos melhores do mundo, precisas de alguma consistência e precisas também de ter um teste ao nível mais alto do futebol europeu, que o Ruben vai começar agora. E portanto, sem dúvida que está num excelente caminho, e o trabalho que fez até agora, Casa Pia, Braga, Sporting, foram trabalhos fantásticos. Mas um dos melhores do mundo, um dos mais promissores do mundo, sem dúvida que sim, isso não tenho dúvidas, e que aquilo que fez até agora tem sido fantástico.
E em relação a se receberam algum aviso do Pep Guardiola sobre a vitória? Ainda não, mas sabemos perfeitamente o jogador que temos pela frente, sabemos perfeitamente as suas características e os cuidados que temos de ter com um jogador tão rápido, tão forte e tão perigoso como ele.